Hello everyone, Pierce Station here. Welcome back to the meta breakdown for Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the years. And today we're going to be going over 2003 and what good cards that it did behold. And some of them were pretty damn powerful if you want to be honest. So today we're going to be going over the 2003 meta. This was right before I actually started buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So about 2004 is when I got my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Actual cards. Again, I didn't get them till like second grade, and like I said, I was behind. I wasn't like, when Yu-Gi-Oh! First came out, I wasn't all over it, but I did enjoy watching the anime when I was a kid. So, like I said, I had to been like, say 2005, so I was born in 96, so I was like 6 or 7 at this point. So again, wasn't a competitive card player, so. As you know me. Now I am. Now I'm very competitive. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into this. And I'll go ahead and read over everything for you. And we will get talking about 2003. And it did hold some big cards, as the biggest one is on screen. Okay, so here you go. Going into 2003, the best deck was still Beatdown. Don't know what Beatdown is, I went over it in the last video, which would be the Summon Skull Beatdown. It said, but as the card pool expanded, so did the Beatdown strategy. Even as the release of Gemini Elf brought about a new benchmark for level 4 attack, which was 1900, which was very big back then. The ever-growing number of available effect monsters shifted the prevalent playstyle away from summoning sheer damage dealers toward a wider set of strategies involving cards like Kiko the Ghost Destroyer and Bazoo the Soul Eater, which are very good cards, especially back in these days. The overall pool of staple power cards was also evolving at a rapid pace. With every new TCG set, multiple must-have spells and traps were released and had to be added to any deck that wanted to be complete. Some examples of such staples include United We Stand, Torrential Tribute, which Torrential Tribute you can still use today, Graceful Charity, which is banned, and Harpy's Feather Duster, which was very good. I don't know if United We Stand you can still use. I'd have to revisit the ban list, but I don't remember seeing it. It probably is banned. I'm just saying, because these cards back in the day were broken to shit. Especially the one that's on screen. You cannot use that card. Okay. It says at the same time, newer sets like Legacy of Darkness and Pharaonic Guardian released support evolving monster types. While these more dedicated strategies did not take off in the competitive scene, decks like Warriors, Fiends, and Zombies began to see play in the first half of 2003 at the local level. This year also saw the first true large-scale tournament in the TCG, the 2003 World Championship. The World Championship showed that while Beatdown was still by far the most popular deck, the hand control strategy was more potent. Yes, it was. That deck focused on discarding cards from the opponent's hand, using cards like Confiscation, Delinquent Duos, Forceful Sentry, Dong Zaglo, and Drop Off, leaving them with very little resources with which to make a comeback. The deck was also powerful, tied together by its ability to more fully take advantage of the extremely powerful Yata-Garasu. Now, if you don't know Yata-Garasu, basically, you can normal summon the card every time, and it'll probably explain it somewhere, but you can normal summon Yata-Garasu, and you can attack, and I think does it attack directly? Hang on. Let's go Yata-Garasu. Don't see the deck. Yata-Garasu. I'm pretty sure it does get back to your hand. I do know that. Let's see here. says cannot be special summoned. This card returns to the owner's hand during the end phase of that turn. This card is normal summoned or flipped face up. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, your opponent skips their next draw phase, which is why it is banned. It does not attack directly, which is a good thing for all the players back then, but still, it deserved to be banned. So now, if you don't know the card, now you do. Let's see, where was I at? Okay, right here. It says, the deck was also tied together by its ability to more fully take advantage of the extremely powerful Yatagarasu, a card which could single-handedly win games. True. Hand control proceeded to claim both of the top 2 spots at the World Championship, but it did not dominate the meta as a whole. Which, it's true, it just depends on like what the game level is, which is why I went over that. Because where it doesn't attack directly, if you have like Blue Eyes, Summon Scholar, and things like this, you can actually beat that card. Because you might be able to summon it, but you ain't gonna do anything with it. Yeah, so the TCG still didn't have many high-level tournaments, so most competitive play was relegantly to the local level. The hand-controlled deck, therefore, did not see extremely widespread usage among the player base at the time, despite its success and clear advantage over a dedicated beatdown strategy. Very, very true. It said the second half of 2003 saw the introduction of a new deck revolving around Magical Scientist. This deck was primarily noted for being the first FTK deck to gain competitive traction. It focused on using a Magical Scientist effect to summon various fusion monsters and tribute them with Catapult Turtle to deal 8,000 damage to the opponent's life points before the opponent could take a turn. However, the deck's strategy was not consistent enough for it to really gain significant foothold in the competitive scene. By the time the year was ending, Beatdown still saw the most use in the tournament, but most control-oriented builds were starting to crop up. See, now that's a thing. Like for real, because I didn't even know about that till just now. I'll be honest. That's why I'm going over this, because I was a kid in these times, and I think the internet was made like 1996, maybe later than that. Like I said, we didn't really have the internet like people do now, and I mean, it's just crazy like how this game has evolved. Because when I was a kid, you didn't have these little phones. I didn't have this computer. I had it wasn't until 2005 that I got a Windows 1996 computer. Like, you just didn't get things. Like I said, my first Yu-Gi-Oh card was about 2004. And you see what card is for 2004. I don't have to say anything about it. But this is the Envoy of the Beginning. And the Envoy of the Beginning was it still is a very powerful card. Because I used to use the Chaos Emperor Dragon. But I do use Blackluster Soldier. It's a good one that I do use, and I use it all the time. Like it's crazy. Like, how long is that? Yeah, it's a little long. I've already drug us out for 9 minutes, so I'll just go ahead and leave it at 2003, and we'll really talk about this for a minute, because you could probably see all the highlighted cards that it has on screen right now. Well, I've got it on screen right now, and these cards were very, very good, and Blackluster Soldier was a favorited card. But Blackluster Soldier, the Envoy of the Beginning, had some really oddly powerful effects. And it was OP as shit, as it still is. Let me move her. push you knock stuff off. Come here, you. Move your butt. Sit here. But yeah, like I said anyway, the deck was very good, especially with this card. Now, I didn't actually get this card until I bought the Yu-Gi collection. Once I bought the Yu-Gi collection, which had 3 of Yu-Gi's decks in it, I actually used that as a card box now. Like, I took out all the plastic that is in the Yu-Gi box, and it's just filled with a bunch of cards. About 2,000 cards, I'd say. Like I said, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Religiously now, and, you know, as a channel, it's everything I do now. Like, once I found out that, you know, people like my opinions, and they like the decks that I build, and they're really interested in the content I put out, even though some things I have to do on YGO Pro like I'm doing now, and some things that I have to do are on EDO because I don't actually own the cards myself. You know, I'm thankful that people, you know, subscribe. The sub count when I last checked was at 78 subs, so thank you to you guys. You guys are liking the videos. You guys are commenting on the videos. I've replied to every comment. If you like the video, comment on it too. You might as well. I mean, you're taking the effort to like the video. Just go ahead and comment on it, and I will talk to you. I don't even care. My Instagram is still up. If you are looking for me, there you can look up. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what it is right now. Because I use 2 Instagrams. I have my own Instagram, which you can follow it too. All you gotta do is ask for it. And I have the one that I use for YouTube. So I've got, see, the other one is Pierce Nation 47. So if you go to Pierce Nation 47, you'll find that. And my actual personal Instagram is Joshua Pierce 247. You will find that on there as well, because that is my actual name. Like I said, I'm not real specific on it. I don't really care. That's in notifications, so I need to check that out. No, I don't want to change my password. This wasn't me. Wait, go back. Is that on an iPhone? We'll just say it was. Yeah. I was about to say they can't get into my stuff anyway. Which is the coolest thing about all of this. You know, they can't really do anything. So I ain't really worried about it. Like I said, my one that's on Instagram is actually my actual Pierce Nation account is very secure, so it tells me whenever somebody tries to log into my stuff, and it shows me the location, because, you know, I'm a content creator. Any content that goes on my channels that is wrong makes me look bad, so I always try to make sure that it is specifically sound. Now, when you find my Instagram account, it will say Poke YouTuber, but that is not the case anymore. As you know, I do Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like I said, if you're confused, you can just roll through my playlist, and you will find where it used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. What's up, baby? Yeah, this is my cat. Her name is Zora. Sometimes I call her Tato, just because that's her little nickname that me and my old girlfriend used to call her. She is very friendly, and she is my compadre. Most of the time, I'm normally taking her off the table because I'm busy doing stuff, but today I really don't care, and I don't think she cares either. But like I said, if you want to follow me on there, that's fine. I'm just taking a few. I got like 6 minutes I can actually talk on here, so if you're looking for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, you can just turn off if you want. It's fine. If you want to hear me ramble on about, you know, ideas that I have and things that I want to do and how thankful I am of you guys subscribing and everything like that, you can just stick around, and I'll talk to you guys for about 6 minutes, because I'm I want to go 20 minutes, but I don't want to be any longer than that, so I'm just taking a little bit of time to talk with you guys, let you guys know how I'm feeling about this whole YouTube thing. Don't bite me, you butthole. Yeah, but so the biggest thing is like, where am I gonna go next with my deck profiles? I think, don't bite me. I've been nothing but kind to you. But the thing is, with my next deck profile, I think I'm gonna go with Jinzo. No. No biting. All she does anymore, she just bites people. But yeah, I think my next deck profile is going to be Jinzo. I think Jinzo's a pretty good deck. I'll have to go over it to really see how good it is, or how good I can actually make it. Because I would like to make Jinzo. Red Eyes, it's gonna need a lot of work. Because Red Eyes just doesn't pop off like it really should, and that's what really concerns me. Stop it. Stop biting me. I ain't doing anything to you. Bite me one more time, and we're gonna have a problem. Because you're gonna go off my lap, and you're gonna go into the floor. But yeah. So Red Eyes, it's going to need some work. I told you, if you bit me one more time, you're going to the floor. Off my shirt. Yo. But yeah, Jinzo's gonna need, it won't need that much work, I don't think. I will go over Jinzo completely in the next day or two. Throw down the best cards. I think I can run in Jinzo, make it as meta as possible. I might be able to make it meta, but again, I'm not sure if I can make Jinzo meta. Same with Red Eyes. I don't know if I can make Red Eyes meta. I gave my best try. If you guys do know how to make Red Eyes work, and very effectively, like I do with Blue Eyes and Dark Magician and Drytron and Cyber Dragons, please let me know. Because Red Eyes, man, I just cannot think of cards to use. I cannot think of how to make the effects actually go off, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, the cards are very specific on what they do, and a lot of the cards are the Gemini type, which are, you gotta get rid of one for one, and then when they get sent to the graveyard, none of them have graveyard effects, which are terrible in my opinion. Like, it's just terrible. I wouldn't use it. There's not a lot of cards that are specific to level 7 dragons, because, you know, you're like I used Dragoublion in Blue Eyes to level 8. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't work with Red Eyes. So I can't use Dragoublion in Red Eyes because there's not a card that I know of that will boost that up to level 8, which is a problem. If I could do that, but again, then there you go. You're adding more steps into a deck that doesn't need steps added into. Like, I want to put like the Big Eye and all that sort of stuff in there. There's like a Dark Arm Dragon, which will go in both Dark Magician. Doesn't have to, but you can. You can put the Dark Arm Dragon in Red Eyes and Dark Magician because it's just level 7s, which is great. Which is why Dark Magician and Red Eyes go together so well. Again, they both run Dragoon. They both run Platypant, Verte, Anaconda. But this is the thing, like, I just cannot find a way to get that off. And I would love to use that deck. I would love to, you know, play that deck as a whole. But I think I'm going to find Jinzo more effective than actual Red Eyes. Which is a shame, because Red Eyes should be right up there with those other cards. To where I'll have to throw, like, I'll put something into it. Matter of fact, while I'm here, and how much time do I got? Oh, I'm out of time. Well, we'll do it later. Just let me know if you guys know any good Red Eyes cards, and I'll jump right on that. Or cards that don't have to be Red Eyes, but they just fit the Red Eyes archetype better than what I've done. Let me know, because I have no fucking idea. It's just giving me a headache thinking about it. As you guys know, Blue Eyes is my thing, and so are Dark Magicians. I love both the decks. I think they're both very, very powerful. Again, from what I heard, the two best deck builds for Battle of Chaos is mine and a guy named Loza. I appreciate the comments on those too. I did check his out. It's pretty interesting. Again, just two different play styles. He's more I don't know if I would say proficient, but he's more protective. For me, I like to get out, these big monsters, have these effects, and then shut down the game. That's my thing. Like, if I can shut down the game, I'm going to. And with Master of Chaos, what you're going to learn is you can do it with him. I need some way to mill Dragoon from the extra deck to the graveyard, and then with Master of Chaos, I can bring Dragoon back on. That's my plan. But this is all the time I have for today's video, guys. We'll get into this later. I'm Pierce Nation. I'll see you in the next video. Pierce Nation out.